I don't even hardly weigh what the featherweight 145. You know, today after practice, I was 145 pounds, 146. You know, I get up to maybe like 52. So those guys are just way bigger than me. You know, I mean, hopefully, you know, I'm gonna get the belt at 135 and hold it for a long time. And you know, if there's some kind of fight that needs to happen, some kind of super fight or something where, you know, I'm beating everyone at 35s and maybe, but I have no immediate plans. There's so many tough guys in the bantamweight division. You know, there's the names, of course, you guys already know about that have been on TV, but the thing about the weight class is so new. There's guys that no one even knows about that are just as tough as anyone. So I have a lot of people that will want to get the belt once I get it to defend. So, you know, I'm just worried about that right now.
Hey, what's up? About to get some nourishment and eat here in my kitchen, where I do some of my best work. As you see, it's pretty spacious, so there's a lot to be done, and I'm actually gonna cook one of my best dishes today for lunch, or prepare one of my best dishes, one of my most popular. Tuna, right here. One of my best dishes. The trick for me, let you guys in on a little secret. I go half albacore, 1 can, half chunk light, and of course the mayo and the mustard, 100% wheat bread. So that's what champions eat on a Sunday at 3 o'clock.
I like to just, I think it was fate, you know, it really is. You know, I couldn't imagine my life any other way. Just all the people I've met here and that I've came in contact with through moving here, you know, I really think it was fate. But it all started, I came out to visit a buddy, my best friend actually. He's from New Mexico, and he moved to Sacramento about a year before I came to visit him. So I just came to visit. I already had 5 amateur fights at that time, so I was just looking for somewhere to train at while I was here. You know, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go check it out. You know, California has great connections. And, you know, I came across Urijah, who I was like, oh, perfect. You know, he's the same weight class as me, everything. Actually didn't end up finding him while I was here. And I had to leave. You know, I ended up training with some other guys. And then they told me about him, but I had to leave the next day. So there was no way I was going to get to meet him because my flight was like 8:30 in the morning. So I was just going to go back to New Mexico. And, you know, I would have figured something out, I'm sure. You know, I was driven to do good in the sport. But I went into the airport and I was kind of just bummed, like I was gonna go back, and then my flight got canceled, and you know, it was huge. You know, it was fate, like I said, and I got to stay for 2 extra days and came in, and Urijah was actually the first one that I saw when I came in, and he helped me like I was anyone else, and kind of showed me around, and I told him about my aspirations to fight for a living, and we got to grapple and spar, and we got along, and he told me I was incredibly talented and I could move down, so that's how it happened.